Guys, you will not believe it. We have a special video that we've been waiting months, I mean months, to film for y'all. But as you can see, we got cameraman Nate back in the video here. And I don't know what to think, for real. Like, I really don't. Dude, I love it. I really do. As you've seen in the title of this video, we're about to head over there now and really check it out. It's a 2024, but we will let y'all see exactly what it is. Because there's a lot of different tow rigs. You can have a Chevy, you can have a Ford, you could have a GMC, you can have all kinds of different things. But we used to work for a dealership. We'll drop a little hint in there. We used to work for a dealership and had this in the works for a little while. So now it's all coming to fruition. Hopefully the spec is exactly what I ordered. If it is, we might be picking it up today. You never know. But if it's not, I'm gonna tell you, they trying to charge me markup because I ain't working there. And I got a bone to pick with them. Because I ain't paying no markup if they ain't what I ordered. We gotta go get gas, of course, you already know. We ain't got no gas in this thing. It's literally below E, so we might run out of gas pulling out the yard. We don't have our grills on our door. The magnets, they keep popping off, so we've gotta add more. Alright guys, I know y'all haven't seen it in a little while, but we got this bad boy waxed up and everything like that. If you can't tell, that bad boy is shining. Little fan, what's up?
How y'all doing?
Yeah, he might be a little camera shy, so he's got to get used to that camera again. I was the same way. Just about every time I pick up this camera, I gotta get back in my groove, you know? Alright guys, y'all see where we are. They got it pulled up front and center. Don't show them that yet. Don't show them that yet. We can't show them that. Man, I don't know what to think, for real. Like, I really don't. Dude, I love it. I really do. I don't know what to think, for real. I might get out of the way. I don't want to put this thing front and center, though. We've waited 5, 6 months now for this truck just to come, and it's this. So, I don't even know. I'm at a loss for words. This is what I wanted. I wanted a single cab 450. I wanted the XLT so I could build it in my own spec. That way, really, I wanted to build it like that, but I wanted to do my own touches, do the limited. So I was gonna do all the limited badging, get the interior redone, but it wasn't gonna be right away. So that's what's kind of throwing me off about this interior, because I'm not gonna buy this just to fully start on the build right away. I'm gonna give it a minute, you know, drive it up a couple of thousand miles and see how it really performs as a stock truck. I'm gonna try and like at least test it a little bit. I like to see, you know, how it rides as a stock one. That one I drove that one for a year before I actually built it or whatever. Not really once I started driving, but when I had my learner's permit and everything like that. So I knew how that one drove and reacted to certain things before it was lifted. This I don't want to touch until I know how it's supposed to work, and then we can lift it. And then if something goes wrong, then I know that's not how it's supposed to be, or oh, I need to change this or fix this because it ain't reacting right. There's a few things that I asked them politely too, that I'll ask them to just turn the music down, because copyright reasons, obviously. I know YouTube, it'll get you quick, and they got this music blaring. You can hear it at the mall, and the mall is a mile away. Kind of aggravated, guys. I really am. It's just, you want this experience to be good, especially with your first vehicle that you're actually buying or whatever. We got Cash coming now. We're gonna see what he says.
They weren't able to get it out of transport, man.
Why not?
I don't know. But I mean, we should be able to still go pick up some speed.
If you want to. Oh, that's cool.
Give me 1 second. Let me get it. I'll put a deal train.
Appreciate it. I mean, it's got the 6.7 high output. So it's got 500 horsepower over the 475 horsepower that the regular 6.7 comes with. I believe it's got 125 more. It's 125 or 150 more horsepower of torque, or feet-pound of torque. Sorry, I miscorrected myself there. But I believe I think it's 1050 for the regular 6.7, and I think it's 1200 for the regular, or the 6.7 high output. So you get a little bit more foot-pound of torque. And this, I believe the single cab's the max payload. So you got, in the single cab, you can pull the most weight that you can out of all the models. So there we got 4 miles on this build. So it literally came off the truck today. Good morning, turn back, because the build sheet was not right. I told myself back in the day, back when I was working here, about 6-7 months ago, I told myself that I would get a 450, I'd get a tow rig once the time was right, and that's been my prayer. And I took this as a sign, because this is not what I wanted. Everything else is perfect, don't get me wrong. Everything else, the FX4 package, the outside color, the XLT, the 450, all that is the right spec, exactly how I wanted it. The biggest thing is the interior. It really is. You don't really think about it until you're sitting in it. Don't get me wrong, it's not a terrible interior, but I've detailed a lot of vehicles. I don't personally want to have the same thing as other people. That's why I went with single cab. And I'm just, all around, I'm always different. I don't like being the same as other people, and there's a lot of copies in the world nowadays, and I'm not one of them. I will always be different, no matter the circumstances and no matter what I got to go through to be different. Is this thing smoking?
No, it's him. It's him. He just blew smoke out of it.
No, that's smoking.
From that truck, maybe?
That's not on, Nate.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, I think this truck's smoking. These things catch on fire all the time, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I always see.
Is it diesel?
Yeah, I always see Super Duties catching on fire on Instagram and stuff.
Man, he gives a fire extinguisher or nothing.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. If we had to jump out this thing because this thing caught on fire, yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. He's checking out the truck. All right, let's get him in there with his little suit on. Yes, sir. Doesn't take that VIP sticker down. I hate it too, because we've literally been talking about this moment for a long time now. Like I'm literally not joking, 6 months. But I like this thing. So we've got automatic everything. So we've got extenders, they're automatic as well, in case you're towing something a little wider load. You've also got I believe the fold in, if I ain't mistaken. Yeah, so they come in as well, so that's pretty dope. And you just hold the button back out, or push it, my bad. It goes right back. So we've got a lot of different little things. Both of our windows, I'm gonna roll this one down automatically, but both of them are automatic, which is super sweet. Automatic up as well. I will be building another one of these. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, because other than this interior color, I love this truck. It's always been my dream to have a Ford Super Duty, and especially a 450, whether it be a single cab or a 4-door. Maybe by the time the order bank's open, because you don't really find a single cab like this very often, if ever. So it's one of them things that, like, you've really got to order one to be able to have one, because you don't find a single cab 450 in the right spec just anywhere. It's one of them things where you've got to really put in your order and get what you want, or you're not going to be able to find it. I think I get up and go now too.
Scared me.
It almost didn't hook up there for a second. It about spun out. That thing got some power now. That single cab makes a difference. Because we did this on a 250 back when the 6.7 output just started coming out. And let me tell you, it didn't move like that. So got the backup camera, of course. Most of your vehicles come standard. Alright, so here's the F-450 that we built. It did come with a rapid red. So we've got a rapid red paint job. It's a single cab, it's a regular cab. So we've got, if you want to come on in. Right here we got the FX4 package, which is a better off-road package. You get a different suspension from what I believe. On the new models, on the 23s is what it came with. This is a 24, so this is a 2024 F-450 single cab with a 6.7 high output. I'll show you a little bit on that. But we got a new model here. New model comes with the bumper steps as well as the bed steps here. So those I'm not crazy about, but they kind of copied Chevy on that. So it's a beautiful, beautiful paint job. Basically the same thing over here. It is a diesel. If you come in over here, we got the 6.7. If you comes factory with the red emblem here, you've got a 6.7. You've got the high output, which is the red lettering. If it comes with the black, you've got a regular 6.7. We do have these. This is the new badging that they done on the 23 models. They done the long badging, and I believe this is active, so it gets breathing room. It is an XLT. It is a F-450. If you want to come up front, it kind of looks like a bug-eyed in the front, but we the plan was to change all this anyway to color match it and get new headlights and all that good stuff. We did get the option of fog lights here, so that was a nice option. Basically what you get with the FX4 package as well, you get different upgraded suspension, off-road package, and then four-wheel drive as well. Let me go ahead and bring y'all inside, and then we'll pop the hood. If you wanted to lock your key in there, this is actually patented by Ford. So if you come in, we've got a medium dark slate gray interior here, cloth. Our plans were to go ahead and swap everything out over time with limited badging as well as interior. So it was gonna have your blue and gray stitching, or your blue and gray leather. So it was gonna have all of that. We do have the upfitter switches up here that we were gonna hook all of our lights to, our rock lights, starlight, all that good jazz and everything else. So it was gonna end up having the 12-inch screen as well as the full center console that come in the limiteds. That was the plan for this. We're gonna do color matching on everything. Bumper steps, bumper plastics. We're gonna color match all of this inside here, color match here, here. We were gonna get the spray and bed liner. While we're at it, we'll go ahead and drop this. So it isn't an easy drop. We do have the fifth wheel hitch hook up over here. We were gonna use that to tow the dump truck. This is still in transport mode, so I think some of the features aren't working right, but we do have LED third brake light up there at the top. We'll go ahead and set this up. We were gonna do the upgraded tail lights as well. There was a lot of things and a lot of ideas that I had planned for this thing, but just right now, honestly, is not the right time. Even with the market, with how the market is, it's not a great time to be financing a vehicle, and it's just one of them things that I'll have to wait on. My dream is to have a 450, so we will have one on the channel soon, but it won't be this one. Everything didn't work out as it should have, so it's one of them things that you can't really do nothing with. So we're gonna go ahead and pop the hood for y'all, see what's a little different on this 6.7 high output. So not really too much. I did go with the dual batteries. I did forget that option there, so in case we did any upgrades or anything, we wouldn't have to upgrade the batteries. I believe I did a dual alternator, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if this option came with that, because obviously the interior got missed, so that could have got missed as well. I ain't gonna lie. Boy, everybody and their mama breaking their necks at this single cab, man. This is not something you see on the street at all, ever, just about. So let's see what kind of drive modes they got. They got normal, slippery road, off-road. That's all that way. We got tow haul and then eco. Not too bad, not too bad. This truck will not probably be here that long, to be honest with you. They literally got marks all over this thing and expect me to pay 3 grand over. Like, this here is down in the paint, bro. Like, what in the world? That don't even make sense. They're supposed to look over this vehicle before they bought it. I guess they assumed that I was just gonna buy it right off rip. If it's not a perfect vehicle, bro, I'm not gonna buy it. Oh my God. We're gonna drive over back to the dealership, drop it off back to them, and kind of talk to them a little bit, see what they're thinking, if they're thinking anything. And I ain't gonna bust their butt a little bit about it, because if they want to charge me 3 grand over, that's fine. I'm not gonna pay it, because for one, there's marks all over this thing, and transport, I guess they didn't care about it. And then for two, it's not the right spec. But I will be ordering another one of these, because this single cab, I like it. It's fun, it really is. It's breaking a lot of necks, and it's not something you see every day. And you don't see them built very, very big or put a lot of money into. And which, if you get into a diesel build, from what I hear, I haven't built one or checked prices or anything. I have checked a little bit of pricing just because I was getting ready to build this. But everything, it seems like, is double what a gas truck would be. Whether it be you're changing oil or you're changing lift, you're changing tire wheel. Not really tires the same, but with a dually, you've got 2 extra wheels, you got 2 extra tires. You've got a whole different setup on the back. So it's not something you see, and it's not something that is gonna be cheap. So you definitely gotta have your bag right. You gotta make sure you've got your finances in check, and for sure. So we're kind of putting them things into consideration, and I'm not gonna jump into something that I'm not 100% happy with. And we really can't video too much at the dealership because they've got that Christmas music blaring, and they're gonna copyright the mess out of me, to be honest with you. This didn't help. Me driving this did not help what I came over here to do. I came over here to talk them down, and that's what we're gonna stick with, because we didn't have everything in line anyway. Today was just gonna be a test drive and see where we're at, what we're thinking. But I hate it, I really do, because we had this talked about for months now, and it was supposed to be a done deal. Once it came in, I was gonna get it, and we were gonna start making content on it, because it's a 2024 model, and there's not many out yet, especially not a dually 450. Definitely not a regular cab. Don't nobody build them or put money into them. So it was gonna be a fun build, something that was gonna sit for every day just about until it went to a show or something, just because I've got my daily. There's no reason in putting miles on this in case I needed to ever get out from under it or something, get rid of it. So to keep the value in this truck, I was gonna have to I was just gonna leave it sat up. I wasn't gonna mess with it unless it went out for a weekend at a show or something. But we're pulling up now. I'll kind of talk to them a little bit off camera and see kind of where we're at and talk a little bit of business. Market adjustment, they ended up taking that off. It's been Z-Lit,
Mate.
and it's been lit. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on them post notifications where you don't miss another video. And peace out. Stay lit. I'm very meticulous and very, if it's not a perfect vehicle, bro, I'm not gonna buy it.